This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome to Inside the Runner's Studio. This is your host, Tom. And with me, as always, are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hi.
Hello.
He's starting this out with chaos already.
I was like, are you going to do that thing again where you're like, she's one of the OG listeners, where she literally just said, I haven't always been listening. I just went back and listened to a bunch of them.
Like 5 seconds ago.
Maybe not OG, but she celebrates our entire catalog, and that needs to be recognized.
I mean, really, we have the people who tell us that, yeah, I picked you up like, a year after you started or 2 years after you started. And I went back and listened to every episode, and we're like, why?
First of all, I'm not like why, and we haven't even mentioned your name. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the chaos.
Oh, it's great.
We're happy to have you. So, Emily, you apparently have listened to us before. You know the format. We're going to ask you some running-related questions, some non-running related questions, and get to know you. But before we do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm Emily, also known as EcoFit13 on Instagram. I am from Connecticut, a great state that nobody knows. And I am freezing in my house right now because my husband is keeping it at 60 degrees.
Wow.
I have been frozen the past several nights because somebody kept our house low.
What?
And then blew a fan on me.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
First of all, that is not even close to what happened. So let's. And then who went and bought you the nicest, warmest little Sherpa blanket from
do
Home
this in
Goods the
front
other
of
day?
Come on.
I don't
hey.
know, somebody is.
We're
Probably
recording.
present.
We're recording right now.
Oh,
You're
gosh.
embarrassing us in front of EcoFit.
We're always embarrassing people.
EcoFit? EcoFit?
She
Eco.
just said it.
Look,
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
it wouldn't be an episode if I didn't mispronounce somebody's handle. So maybe we could just jump right into the questions.
I blame
As
Rise and
Aaron
Run for this.
audibly snorts into the microphone. Oh, God, that's so funny. Oh, all right. We're going to jump in
Okay.
to our questions. And we're going to start with something running related. What is, Emily, your favorite run of all time? It does not have to be a race.
I have two. So I've done, I don't know if you guys know, but I am working on a half marathon in every state. And I have two of my favorite races are the San Francisco half marathon and the Delta Dental New England half marathon up in New Hampshire. The San Fran race was really cool. We ran by the Golden Gate Bridge, we ran through the city. It was really, really pretty, really scenic, and we made a whole racecation weekend out of it. So we went to the Walt Disney Family Museum, we went up to Napa and stuff. Oh, it was awesome. So we did that. And
How
then
bad were the hills? Was it just whenever I
not
hear
too
someone around
bad.
San Francisco?
Kentucky is worse.
Oh, okay.
Run the Bluegrass
okay.
was obscenely more hilly than San Fran.
I've heard that Run the Bluegrass is very hilly.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that's pretty hilly, yeah.
And then the New England half marathon I did up in New Hampshire was gorgeous. It's up in the middle of New Hampshire-ish, and it was during the fall, so it was peak leaf peeping. So it was super pretty, and it was mostly downhill except for one hill at mile 10. But
That might be worth doing one year, Tom. We
highly
should add
recommend.
that.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we
Good
should add that to
medals,
our
good
list.
race support, overall great race.
Yeah, pretty. What time of year is it?
Usually September, October.
Ooh, so it's not super, super cold yet?
No.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I also loved how you used the term leaf peeping. That's my favorite way to describe that, and I love it.
All right. What are your ideal running conditions?
Ooh.
Mid 50s, sunny.
That is matter of fact. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You knew it right away.
That's good conditions. Do you run with music?
Nope. I do not run with any headphones or music or anything like that.
No podcasts, nothing. Just you and your thoughts.
It kind of helps me like decompress and
I get that.
Get my thoughts in order and stuff. So.
That's so funny. Tom, he was so proud of himself. He came back from a run the other day and said, "I just did the whole thing without headphones, no music or anything." And I made that same comment. I was like, "Just out there with your thoughts." He's like, "Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good place to be."
Now, follow-on question though: do you run trails or roads mostly?
Roads.
Roads, okay.
I did my first trail race in August, and ow, that was quite painful.
Ow.
Ow. My knees were not happy about that one.
So do you use a training plan or coach when preparing for a race, or do you just wing it?
I think it depends on the race. So like if it's a regular half marathon or anything shorter, no. If it's a full marathon or like Dopey Challenge, for example, yes.
And how strictly do you stick to your plans?
She's just, I'm so bad.
She's just shaking her head. No,
I'm so bad about that right now. And
that was just a face and a half right there.
I'm so bad. So bad right now.
Are you training for Dopey now? Or
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, training.
Or have trained by the time this may have come out. Who knows?
I did all 3 wine and dine races. Does that count?
Yes.
Yes, that counts. Absolutely.
That's November. I think that weekend lined up with whatever we were doing. So I think that's fine. What training plan are you using for that? Are you doing a Galloway or something different?
I was.
Oh
yeah. So funny. Ooh, Diana gets to ask a never ever asked
brand new
question.
Ooh, a brand new question. From Mr. Thomas Stover came up with this question because he needs one and he's going to steal it. Do you have a running mantra? So something that you say or repeat or something that goes through your head when you're having a bad run or just need a little pump up?
I don't necessarily think it's a mantra, but it's more of a don't you dare stop. Because if you stop, you're gonna not get going again, or it's going to be significantly more difficult to keep going again.
That's true.
That counts.
That does count because that's the whole thing that you have that goes through your head, right? When you're like, don't stop, just keep going, keep moving. Because if you stop, you're not starting again.
Like even if it's just a walk, just keep moving.
Tom, I have one for you, and you can trademark this. I mean, you probably never heard it before, but just you can just say to yourself, "Don't stop believing."
I feel like you recently sang that.
It's all yours. You can take it. Make sure it's whatever.
I vaguely remember him singing something about that recently.
If that's been used before?
I don't think it's been used.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. I'm just a small town girl.
Oh my god!
You live in a lonely world.
You should see this train I gotta take. Anyways,
I cannot with this episode tonight.
What?
I just cannot.
It's because, guys, just spreading just a little of the secret sauce behind everything. We just got off with Rise and Run and had to pretend to be professional. So now we're just off the rail.
We didn't do a very good job of pretending to be professional.
Yeah.
All right, moving into the random questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite breakfast food?
Ooh, so that's a toss-up for me, and it's a toss-up because I never get them, / I'm too lazy to make it. Either French toast or Eggs Benedict.
Oh, those are good ones.
Both. And do you like the classic Eggs Benedict, where it's just the egg and then the piece of ham on an English with the hollandaise sauce, or do you like the specialty ones, like when you go to a restaurant and they have the eggs Florentine one, or they have a crab cake one where they put the she's just shaking her head now.
It's far too fancy for me.
Have you thought about this, Aaron?
It sounds like Aaron wants to try some of this.
Aaron wants breakfast right now.
I don't blame her.
There's a couple restaurants by brunch kind of places, and they have fancy, quote unquote, elevated Eggs Benedict.
Yeah,
it's just a straight up real classic
Eggs Benedict for you.
What song would be played on a loop in heaven or in hell?
Probably either This Is the Greatest Show or oh crap, what's the other one? Hang on, I have it on my
Heaven
phone.
or Hell.
Is that your hell song or your heaven
No,
song?
that's my heaven song because I love The Greatest Showman, and I've actually seen Hugh Jackman live when he was doing The Music Man on Broadway.
Oh,
Stop.
nice.
I'm so jealous.
So if you get a chance, go see it.
I saw they just extended it.
Oh, This Is Me. That's what it is from The Greatest Showman. Like,
good choices.
Yeah. Hell would probably be anything. Sorry, Swifties, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
All right,
Tom's gonna
cut the
just
feed.
leave
cut
the
the
room.
feed. That's it.
Tom wanted to spend like $700 on Taylor Swift tickets.
Yeah, we had to have a conversation.
We're not spending that money. No, we're not spending that much money.
He was in the queue for 4 hours.
Look,
here's the thing.
Tom was in the queue for 4 hours.
It feels like Run Disney registration all over again, and I was not there for it.
No. Oh, goodness.
All right, Emily. What's the last film that you cried at?
I have a heart of stone, and I have never cried in a movie.
Clearly, because of your Taylor Swift comments.
Wow. I can tell based on your previous Taylor Swift comment. Tom's like, I cried listening to All Too Well 5 minutes ago.
So you don't cry at movies, but like the beginning to Up, like that didn't get you. When Mama Coco moves her hands at the very end of Coco,
nope,
that doesn't get you. Emily,
so I felt it, but I didn't cry.
Look, we're gonna soften that heart up.
Oh my God!
Take that black heart and turn it red, Tom.
It's so funny because we're all such criers. So whenever we hear someone that's not a crier, we're like, people, you can do that? Is that like a decision you
act
could
that
make?
way?
Because I would like to cry less, honestly.
You don't have to be ridiculous.
Agreed. Then I wouldn't be ridiculous. Agreed.
Oh, God.
I'm not a crier per se, but like when I was born, my tear ducts were sealed. So I actually had to have like needles put in to unseal them. So I actually have like little tiny holes in the corners of my eyes. So like I'll randomly start tearing up, and my husband's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm leaking again. Sorry." I'm leaking. Sorry, bud. I'm okay. I promise.
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. All right, now we're totally switching gears. What's the worst food you've ever eaten?
I also hate pickles. So like any vinegar-based anything, no. But my husband likes it, so I'll just give it to him, and he's the happiest camper.
That's the perfect relationship is always between a person that loves pickles and one that hates them, because then you always get the person's pickle.
Yep. So he gets all my pickles.
I don't always get the pickle.
You don't like pickles or Taylor Swift?
Sorry.
That's all right.
Tom is leaving this conversation scarred for life.
Sorry.
Oh, another new question.
Ooh.
In a movie about you, what actor or actress would play you?
So I really like J-Law.
You kind of look like her. I can see that.
So when I actually have my hair down, I get told I look like Taylor Swift. Because I'm blonde. Like, well, obviously I'm really dark right now because it's fall and dark and cold.
Yeah.
But like in the summer, I get a lot of highlights, and then my hair turns really, really blonde, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you look like Taylor Swift." I'm like, "Oh God, please no."
You don't want to look incredibly successful and talented?
I mean, if it gets me some money or something, maybe.
No, she's a good one too, because she's also really like fun too, I think. J-Law.
Yeah.
All right, so now we move into the Inside the Actor Studio questions from, of course, James Lipton. And the first one is, what is your favorite word?
Bamboozled.
Oh, I love that.
Good.
I love these words we've been getting, like bamboozled and kerfuffle and like the fun words. Yeah. What is your least favorite word, and is it Swiftie?
No, it's panties. I hate that word.
Listen, don't get your panties in a bunch.
Yeah, not a fan.
Tom hates it too because that's what I refer to his underwear as.
She's like, "Did you bring your running panties?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am."
Look, you finally
really
have something.
mad
Maybe we can mend some bridges by your hatred of the word panties.
Panties. It is a gross word. Like the more I'm
It is
saying
a
it, the
weird
more
word.
disgusted
Underwear.
I am.
Call it underwear.
I don't know how to transition because.
Oh, and now just bring it in, Tom.
Because, anywho, Emily, what turns you on?
When a person smells nice, and when I see them doing something nice for others.
Does that have to be in the same person? Like, does the person have to smell nice and be doing something nice for them?
I mean, I would prefer that. That'd be great.
All right, then what turns you off?
Condescending people, talking down to people, big turn off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What sound or noise do you love?
Oh, I like the sound of my bunny's tooth purring.
Oh my God.
You have bunnies?
I have two.
Buns.
What are your bunnies' names?
Beast and Coco. They're both rescue bunnies.
I got pictures of them.
So cute.
I can show you after too. They're actually right next to me.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Chewing.
Oh my God, me too.
Hate it. I actually had to tell my husband, go away. I can't listen to you chew right now.
Yeah, you can't be in the same room.
Nope.
And when he's chewing like that, what curse word do you use? Because I'd like to know what your favorite curse word is.
Favorite curse word is the F-bomb, so I usually tell him to go off. I can't stand you chewing right now.
And there it is.
So what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I've always wanted to either go into archaeology or marine biology.
Ooh, fascinating.
Those are good ones. And what profession would you not like to do?
Anything either facing the general public or any medical anything. Me and blood, nope.
I
do not
mix on that one.
Those are both good ones.
Yep.
I get the privilege of asking you our final question, but before I do, thank you very much for being on. You've been awesome, other than a couple of your comments.
Oh my God.
So, Emily, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
All of your loved ones and pets are waiting for you.
Oh, so cute.
I thought it was going to be, I hope there's no Taylor Swift fans here.
Oh, there will be. Is there anything you'd like to plug? Any shout outs you want to give?
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm also a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacations. I am a former Walt Disney World cast member. I actually did my first ever race while I was a cast member. I did the inaugural Star Wars Dark Side 5K. That was my first ever road race. And then I had to go right back to work afterwards.
Oh, God.
I mean, that sounds like working at Disney.
Well, I had an internship there, so it was a little different at least, but it was still really cool.
Nice.
But now I get to plan really cool vacations for people, and I also specialize in cruises.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
So if you want to find me on the socials, my business Instagram is at EmilYo, EMILYO _KTTW travel. And otherwise, you can find me on my running Instagram, which is EcoFit13. And I'm also working on doing the breast cancer marathon, or as they call it, the booby trap challenge, aptly named. So I'm doing that in honor of my mom, who is a cancer survivor. So
that's incredible.
Yeah. So we're kind of doing it in honor of her. Her 10th. I forgot how many years. I lost count, which is probably a bad thing. No, wait.
It happens.
Yeah.
There was a pandemic in the middle there.
Yeah. To be fair, years.
Time is just a concept.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, so it'll be. I know it's a big anniversary for. I forget which one though, which I need to look up. But yeah, that'll be our big cancer-free anniversary.
Donna, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Well, you'll have to message me your links.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I will add them to the show notes and add them to the Instagram and Facebook post.
Yes, everybody, remember we have show notes.
Yes.
I don't know if people actually look at them, but we have them.
We learned this during the Emotions of Running episode where I tried to warn people that they may cry. And then I got a million texts that said, I cried and no one warned me. And I was like, well...
You should have read the notes.
Wait,
show notes.
All right, here's a question. Where are the show notes?
You have to go to. You have to listen to the podcast to see the show notes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the app.
It'll be my mom's 20th year of being cancer free.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So,
Okay, that's
a big
incredible.
one.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So, super big one, and I wanted to kind of do something to celebrate that for her.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yay.
Any parting words of wisdom before we let you go?
I know it's a holiday week coming up. If you go to the grocery store, please be nice to poor grocery store workers.
Correct.
They are probably getting so much crap this week. So be nice.
And whether or not this episode drops before Thanksgiving or before Christmas, it's still true. So
yeah, just be kind to retail workers. They have a very difficult job and they get paid terribly.
It's true.
Well, thank you, Emily.
Thanks, guys.
And with that, we will say goodbye and we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.